Hi there, it's Tania from Tatty Treasures. So, I just thought I'd show you what I've spent the morning doing. I've got lots of jobs to do, and what I wanted to do is put things in little things. And I've had a lovely time doing it. So yeah, this is what I've been doing. So this embellishments is really what I've got left from the Woodland Wonders. But I bought this tray yesterday, and I have been meaning on buying a tray, but I didn't quite have this in mind. I had something else in mind, so when I go again I'm going to get another one. And then this morning I thought, oh, wouldn't it be easier just to have a tray that I can lift up, put somewhere, and then pick back up, and everything, well, not everything, but you know, the majority of things for embellishing and stuff is all together in the theme that I'm doing. So I thought, you know, when I do botanicals, this will then change and be more green type things. So that's what I've been doing. So I am here today to do a Woodland Wonder. I just wanted to show you what I've been doing instead of doing real jobs. Bit tired today. So this will be the last one of the Woodland Wonders, as in 4 times a week. From next week it will be on a Wednesday, and I'm not going to change the title, but it's now Woodland Wednesday. So yeah, it's going to be on a Wednesday because I still want to carry on with it. It's a theme that I really enjoy working with anyway, and you know, it doesn't, well, we're getting into winter anyway, so I can carry it on, and then when it's spring I can do a more green type of woodland. So that is the plan. So from next week it will be Mass Make Monday, which is going back and doing some of the shabby dabby doodah mass mates in the Tim Holtz paper. Then on the Wednesday it'll be Woodland Wednesday, and up to yet I'm not sure about the other day or days. They might just be more casual, that I'm just doing whatever I'm doing on that certain day, and that'll take us to the new year. So I'm just going to pause now because I've not made a cup of coffee or anything. I've just tidied my desk up and thought, oh, actually, I'll show off my my sorting skills. I've just actually brought, because I was looking, I'm a bit short on labels, so I've just printed out Nikki Adigan's grungy vintage labels again, because they really do work well with the Woodland. And then I was looking through my labels and I thought, I haven't actually got, I've got plenty of labels with numbers on and words on, but I've not actually got a lot of plain ones. So I've just got the plain and simple labels from Tracy Fox. So I've got this would be black and white if you did it on white, but I've done all mine in cream. So then there's a brown, and then there's a mixture of green, blue and red. So I've just had that, and then I've just had another one of shabby dabby doodahs, because I really do like the blues and the greens in this one, because their other kit that I've had has got those kinds of colours. So, oh gosh, that's big. But I thought, you know, they can be used for other things. This is the sheet that I obviously prefer. But when I first buy one, I like printing it out and seeing what's in it. And then another time I know which ones I want to print out. So I'm not going to sit and cut these out yet. I thought I'll cut them out as I need them. And to be honest, I'm thinking I really just need to finish the ones that I've started, because that's where I normally keep my labels, what I've cut up. But these are more white labels, so I don't often use whitish labels, and then obviously that's got a ladybird on, which I wouldn't be using. For Woodland, they've got flowers on. So yeah, I did separate them all. I might use that one. Right, so that's that. I'm going to pause now, go make a drink, and then we will start on our last. Well, it seems weird saying last because it's obviously not the last. It's the last of this way that we do it. Anyway, I shall see you in a second. Hi, I'm back. Yeah, so back to the tray. It's really good because I haven't really got room to have all that on my table all of the time. So I've got some drawers underneath my table where I keep my ribbons and stuff for my dream catchers. And it just sits on top of there nicely. So I would actually be able to have another one underneath there, but I need to eat more of the creme brulee. That's where I get these from. So I buy a pack of 2 creme brulee and they come in the glass pot. So yeah, what an excuse to have to eat those. And I do love creme brulee. Anyway, so you can tell that we're at the end of this part because this is what we've got left. Oh yeah, and I've bought a load of these as well. They're not very big, but I've got like 4 or 5 on the go. So when I've got a project, I'm now starting to put everything in that I'm going to need, and it's in there ready. It just makes videoing a lot easier. So I'm not, you know, obviously there's some things that I do need to grab and stuff, but and it's helping me keep things in an order of the way I want to do it. So like this is today's, so that was at the top. The next time I'm doing a project, that is the next one down. Anyway, that's me. So what we've got left is some ends of envelopes. We've got a couple of those. We've got some more ends of envelopes. They don't match, obviously, which I've then cut in half but diagonal. So obviously they're going to be corner pockets. And then we've got some parts of envelopes left. So not a lot, but I thought let's get them used. Some of these have been in my stash a while. Some of them have been created from the Woodland series. But yeah, I was just going through everything to see what bits and bobs I'd got that we could use up. So these are going to be similar. I think we've made something similar to this. So it's kind of a long pocket, and it can be used as a belly band or as a side tuck, or, you know, in the middle of your page. So let's move these out of the way. What we're going to have to do first is look and see what needs sticking down first. And it looks like all the ends and possibly here. So I shall just go around and look where needs sticking down. But yes, I've got a box where I keep all my tea and coffee stained things, and there was just a few bits and bobs, and I thought, oh, I'll just pull them out and get them used up, because you're always thinking, oh, I'll use them in a project, or save that, and then that project never comes because you start new things. So yeah, and it's a good way to have a bit of a tidy up as well. So I went through everything and sorted them out into those little baskets, and then thought what I could do with them. And now I'm going to go through and use them all up, because they also make interesting things, don't they? The offcuts of things and leftovers and and stuff. It's surprising what you can come up with. So just wants gluing down. And down this side. So I'm just trying to put a thin bead of glue. I am still on the same bottle of what's it called? Don't think that actually belongs. I think when I've tea stained something, another envelope has stuck to it, but if I rip it, it's going to actually rip the envelope. So I am just going to stick that down. Art glitter glue, that's what it is. I'm still on the same bottle, still going. So that's those all stuck down and secure. So I'm going to get my ink, see what's on. Oh, we've got gathered twigs on top, and I'm just gonna ink around. So I hope everybody is okay. I'm okay. Feeling a lot more positive after not feeling so positive. And you know, I've come to the conclusion of it doesn't, the situation doesn't have to stop you from having dreams, plans and all the rest of it. It's just these dreams and plans and days out or whatever are just going to look a lot different to what we know. And you know, as people, we don't like things that we don't know. We are creatures of habit, and I think as we get older we get more creatures of habit. So I'm kind of thinking, you know, with my daughter's birthday thing, I'm filming this now 3 weeks in front. My daughter's birthday will actually be either just gone. It was either going to be yesterday or the day before that. So because I'm filming these in front, so it will have been and gone. But at this point I am thinking, but you know, we can still do lots of things inside. So yesterday, 3 weeks ago, because we've just been doing the shopping every 2 weeks, and we tend to go to the pound shop, which is like the dollar store. We go to Tesco's, which is a massive shopping place what has a lot of branded food and stuff. And then we go to an Aldi, which isn't branded, but I get different things from different places. So anyway, I went to the pound shop. I bought a big plastic kind of like bin, you know, this high, that kind of thing. And I got us some face masks, I got us some hair masks, I got us some feet masks, I got us some lip scrubs, some other bits and bobs, and then I got some popcorn, some chocolate, some crisps. I'd put a few DVDs away that I'd bought for her for Christmas, so I've put a couple of DVDs in this box. I got some lovely little cans of J2O. I don't know if you have that in America. It's just like a nice fruity fizzy drink. It's rather expensive. It's a special occasion kind of thing for me. And I thought, you know, if we don't go out, we can have such fun together. And, you know, we don't often spend quality time together because she's getting to that age now where, you know, she doesn't want to be sitting with me. She wants to be in a bedroom texting her friends and, you know, experimenting with her hair and her makeup and all that kind of thing. So you know, and if she wants to spend her birthday with me, and we can have a nice girly day. She says she's going to tame my eyebrows because apparently they need some serious taming. I know, I did think they needed straightening up, but I didn't think they was that bad. But obviously I'm from, you know, my era when I was going out and stuff was in the 80s. And, you know, when the really thin eyebrows was still in, which I suppose started in like the 60s. Or no, 70s. So I had got overplucked eyebrows and they've took about 20 odd years to grow back. And the hair has grown back quite coarse. So I do put some Vaseline on, which is like petroleum jelly, is it? Oil jelly. Like to smooth them down, but they do sometimes tend to go a little bit wild. So apparently she's going to sort my eyebrows out. I'm not looking forward to that. It'll make my eyes water. And yeah, we're going to sit with some patches on his eyes and a face pack, and I think she's then going to do me a makeover because I've bought her this makeup palette off a famous YouTuber, which I keep denying that I've bought it, but she obviously knows I have. So she's going to do me a makeover. Her birthday is the 1st of November, so it's just gone Halloween, so she's going to give me a vampy makeover. Not sure how I feel about that. Anyway, so I've inked all around these. These are the strips that we're getting lots of kits. So I thought, what a great way to use them up. I think I'm going to just do some backing stamp on it. And I think I might use some of the memento. I don't know if to do some leaf stamping or shall I do some stenciling. Oh, I could actually. I've not done a little bit of stenciling for about a fortnight. I did get a smaller, sorry if I'm clanking, I did get a little smaller makeup brush from the pound shop, but I don't know if it's gone from one extreme to the other, hasn't it? But I did find with this, on the smaller things, it was a bit hard to keep it in. I need one in between, but that was the only one that they happened to have when I went to the pound shop. So we'll give that a go. Let me just come round and get a stencil. So I think I might use the one from In Love Arts again, because that was the one I was thinking, oh, I possibly need something smaller to get into the leaves. Shall I do it multicoloured or shall I do it one colour? Let me just have a quick drink of my coffee. That's a brown, isn't it? Let me do it. I'm going to use the Northern Pine, which is quite virgin on black, but it's got that green tint to it. And then I'm going to use the Olive Grove. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. So where was I in my story? So yeah, we're going to do that, and we're going to watch DVDs. We're going to have a bit of a family games, you know, me, a dad and her. And we've not played cards for ages, and who doesn't like to play cards? So when I went into the supermarket yesterday, I happened to see some Harry Potter playing cards, and she loves Harry Potter. So I got her those, and I've put those in the box. I think we're going to play Frustration. We've not played that for ages, and it really does make us frustrated. I don't know why I'm doing it in the middle, because we're not going to really see the middle, are we? Yeah, I did forget to get a little birthday cake and put that away, so hopefully I'll have been able to get hold of a birthday cake. So I've got all the treats in ready because I did think we've kind of gone into half a, like, it's like local lockdown. It's got more restrictions, but we can still go out. We just really can't mix with anybody. So I was just getting a bit worried that, oh, you know, if the supermarkets go crazy like they did before, what if I can't get her a birthday cake and snacks and stuff like that. So I have got those in ready. And I did ask her what was her favourite. Is that the thicker one? No, that's the thickest. Then that one. So, okay, that one. I think then they're all about the same. Oh, that's a little bit thicker than that. So I'll put that one there. So it just needs a little bit more, perhaps there. Yeah, so I asked her, you know, what her favourite breakfast and dinner and stuff was. Apparently she wants pancakes for breakfast. Then we're going to have pizza for lunch. But it's going to be a late lunch. And what shall I stick this down with? Shall I just do, I might as well just do it with the art glitter glue because I'm nearly at the end and it'll just get it used up. And then she wasn't so bothered about having, dinner as in lunch, midday. And then for evening meal, she said she wasn't that bothered because we've got popcorn and I think I need to get some ice cream. She wanted, you know, all bad things, chocolate, ice cream, pop, crisps and stuff. And then we're going to settle down and watch a few films. So, yeah. Going back to the, you know, things just look a little different too. I really could have put some material and stuff under there, but I hadn't thought about it until just now, so I'm not going to, because I think they look fine as they are. So this is going to be a side thing. Shall I put a little, I'll put a little doobie-doo on it, little thumb hole. So we'll go about there. So yeah. Just need to be thankful that you know, we're together and we're spending time together and all the rest of it. And you know, that sounds as fun as going out shopping and going for a meal. It's just, we'd have picked that over the other, you know how you do, but that's not saying it's any better. So I do feel a lot more positive and stuff. I think what we need to do is just try and just take, you know, the positives from it and try and just look on the bright side. And yeah, things are just different, and you know, I'm guessing it's going to take a long time to get back to anything like normality. So I think the quicker we kind of get used to it, the better. And, you know, same with my holiday. Yeah, I might not end up going this year, but it's paid for. I've got insurance. I will get the money back. We will be going sometime, you know. So maybe it's not at the time where we've booked time off work and all the rest of it, but we're going at some time. So it doesn't mean that we haven't got any plans or nothing to look forward to. We have. Just may not be at a time that you thought it was going to be. And that's it. So, yeah. I think speaking about it on video and stuff, and, you know, people have messaged and left comments and stuff. And I've obviously reflected on the situation, and that's the conclusion I've come to. Somebody did ask me in the questions time, and I'm obviously not sure at this point if I've covered it, because I don't know what I'm going to say on me question and answer time, but do I journal? And, you know, yes, I do, but not like I used to. I found junk journaling through journaling because I wanted to learn about journaling. I wanted to learn, you know, to write things and to then feel freed from, you know, whatever I needed to write about. And when I was first ill and diagnosed and that with the fibromyalgia, and I've probably said it a million times, I was bedridden for 6 weeks. I did journal a lot, and that brought me to junk journaling. I think this might have all gone now. Yeah, it's definitely all gone. So I'm gonna use some of these little bottles up. So yes, through journaling and trying to, because, you know, the only journaling I knew was how to keep a diary. This might be finished as well. And, you know, I hadn't put pen to paper in that kind of way for many years, since I was a teenager. And, you know, the ups and downs of your first love and who fancies who and all that kind of stuff. You know, lots of stuff goes off in your head, don't it, when you're a teenager. And I did keep a diary. I think I kept one for like 4 years, and I did write in it every single night. I wish I had still had those diaries. So I needed to find out, you know, how to do it type thing, so, which led me to finding junk journals. And like I say, it did help me journaling through that time. And it also helped me then the year later when I had a big flare-up. And I think that time I was only knocked off my feet for about 3 weeks. And when I was feeling really miserable and really, oh, is this going to go on forever? And I read what I'd written. There's that one. The year before. It reminded me of, you know, I've been through this. I've got through this before. And actually this time it's not even as bad. Because when you're going through things and as such, and you know, I think you do think this is the terriblest thing that's ever happened. It's the most painful it's ever been. And all the rest of it. And because I'd journaled about how isolated I felt, how vulnerable I felt, how depressed I felt, and all the rest of it, I could then look back on that and go, actually, Tania, you know, you've been through all this before, and you know, it became a distant memory, and this time round it isn't as bad. And if you can do it that time, you can get over it this time. So yeah, for a while, that did keep me going, and it was a very useful tool to have. Then when I went for it's called CBT therapy, which was like counselling to get me to come to terms with, you know, having an illness, disability or whatever forever, and just coming to terms with that, and learning, you know, how to manage myself, and got my trail of thought, and how to pace myself, and how to look at things and think what's important, what's not important, what's physically important to you every day and what's emotionally important to you, that you're going to waste some time or energy thinking about that thing, or you know, being upset about that thing or whatever. So I then started doing more planning. So my journal writing then went into more plan mode. So I could plan out my week and make sure that I got rest in there, and self-care, making sure that, you know, I got a bubble bath and a face pack once a week, and all things that make me feel better and human and, you know, a little bit pampered and stuff. And then since I've really started making the junk journals, this is now my journaling. Me making things is me putting my, you know, emotions, feelings, thoughts, and all the rest of it into what I create. And I don't often now feel the need to write things down, and to work, you know, to be able to work through things, because I don't get as confused. I don't mean confused as in can't remember, but this gives me more clarity, and it's positive and it's hopeful and it's alive and all the rest of it. So I've kind of not felt the need to journal. I still plan. I'm still a big list maker. I'm still surrounded by notepads and stuff because I've always loved paper. I've always liked writing on paper, and stuff like that. And the added benefit now is I've got YouTube, and that also allows me to explore how I'm feeling and what I think and all the rest of it, because sometimes I don't obviously sit there before I film thinking, oh, what am I going to talk about today? Sometimes these things just fall out my mouth and I didn't realise that there was in my head, that I was thinking about it or anything. So again, excuse me, that's another form of journaling. It's, you know, it's an expression. It's getting your thoughts out there, and then, you know, giving you the time and space to reflect and stuff. So yeah, that kind of answers that question. I would and I will be starting to keep a gratitude journal, because that is something. But Susie from Susie's Craft Room, hello Susie, has been making a gratitude journal, and she's going to be doing it in the month of November. And I've watched and listened as she's been making it. And I thought, you know, I'm always one of those people who are planning 10 steps ahead of where I am now, what I'm doing now. I think this needs going upside down for a bit. I have got another one. I'll try that. And I never kind of stop to... I've not even opened that one. I never really stop and pat myself on the back and go, well done, haven't you done well? The last 2 years I have set myself goals on New Year, and I've set myself personal goals and you know, more business type goals, and both years I've exceeded what I wanted, but I've never really congratulated myself for it. And I don't know if it's a me thing, that I feel embarrassed. I feel I don't know what the word is. I don't know if it's a British, you know, a British thing, that I know, I can't even speak for everybody else, so I'll speak for myself. I know myself, I find it very difficult to go, well done, Tanya, like, haven't you done well? And I think for me, I've always seen that as somebody who's big-headed, who thinks, you know, more about themselves, and, you know, kind of, who do you think you are, kind of thing. So I've learned to be more gracious. I've learned to be able to take compliments off people as I've got older and stuff. So that's those four. I think they're cute. But, you know, good way of using your little bits. So obviously you can decorate them a lot more fully than I've done. I think they would have looked nice with some collage just peeping out, or maybe some kind of cheesecloth or something like that. So as I'm carrying on waffling, I'm just going to get these out and literally do the same thing as I've just done. I'm going to pause the camera and open the other glue actually. I'll be 1 second. Okay, I've opened the other one. I've had a bit bigger bottle this time. I've had the 4 ounce one instead of the 2, so hopefully this will last me a good while. So yeah, as I've got older, I've learned to be, you know, more gracious, be able to take compliments. If somebody now says to me, oh, that's a nice dress you're wearing, I'll say, thank you very much. It makes me feel really, you know, really good in it. Whereas, you know, I would have said, oh, this old thing, oh, I don't know, oh, I think it makes me look fat, and all the rest of it. Out of the embarrassment that somebody's said, you know, that I look nice. And I think as you get older, you just find those things a bit easier to take. And I've also got a lot better at, I never used to say those things to other people because I knew how embarrassed it made me feel. So I never said it to other people. So I think when I go to work, I probably compliment about 15 people a day. And it's just become second nature to me. And, you know, sometimes you do feel sorry for the people who aren't then very good at taking the compliments, and they say, you know, the same thing, oh, I don't know, and you know, I always give them a pat on the arm and say, no, you look absolutely fabulous. So I've grown in that way, but to actually and physically I can look in the mirror and say, oh, Tanya, to say you're nearly 50, you look all right, gal. But actual achievements and things like that, I'm just not very good at it. So, yeah. And I think, you know, sometimes I'm always rushing on to the next thing and stuff. So, it would be nice to have something to write down these things. And sometimes, you know, the times like the other week when I was finding it hard to find anything good about anything, to find something, you know, good in the day, or something good about the world, or whatever. So, and I think, you know, because we have seen a lot of people's reactions to what we're going through now, and that, yeah, you know, you do kind of think, oh, what's happened to humanity? What's happened to community? What's happened to, you know, people caring and stuff like that. And that really does bother me. So yeah, in the new year, I'm going to start keeping a gratitude journal, and I'll talk more about it when I start, because I did learn quite a good way of doing that, and it kind of included all the things that I wanted it to include, kind of thing. So yeah, that was if I answer every single question like I've answered that, I'm going to be answering them forever, aren't I? So I'm not sure actually how I'm going to answer all these questions anyway. Some of them are just suggestions, so obviously the ones that are just suggestions about themes or things that people would like to see, I'm just going to pop in a notebook and I'll pop the person's name down at the side, and if when I get round to that theme or whatever, I will then just mention, you know, such and such asked me if I would do this. So that was kind of the way that I was going to go about those things. But then maybe about half of them are actual questions. So I did want to obviously update the This Is Me video that I did, because that was part 1. So I do want to do a part 2. Obviously, if I've got about 40 odd questions, I mean, I'm going to go through the questions and a lot of them will be quite similar, I should imagine. But yeah, if I can't answer them all, I was thinking I might do some just collage sessions and just answer them, you know, like I've just done now, when I'm doing a project that I've not really got to think too much about it. So let me just get all these the right way so we know where the openings are. So they're all that side. I mean, that could be that side, so I'll put that there. Well, they could all be any side, couldn't they? Oh really, I want the thing at the top because I don't obviously want to. Oh, I might do that way. I'm just thinking it would be best for the mark to be there, so I can then just pop something on there, because it's going to look weird popping something just there. Obviously I could have a strip across that. It's going to get me thinking, this is, isn't it? So these are blank, so they can go anyway. Would that be, that's probably too wide, so that's going to have to go at the top. Yeah, we'll do that at the bottom, and that'll be the top. So them two are both that side, them two are that side. So I think I've finished that conversation. May I have a drink of coffee? Excuse me, sorry. So what are we going to do with these? I should have got my strips bits out. What I'm thinking is we can possibly, I'm just reaching to get it without knocking everything over. We could possibly use some of these, because the one that goes upwards would cover that. So I actually like that idea. So let's try and measure it. Okay, so if I cut it to there, I think I've already got a pair of scissors out on the go. Right, so let me unclip this one, because I would prefer to use this one up first, what's more woodland, looks more autumn than just woodlands. That's what I was trying to say. So that's that. So I'm thinking that can be glued down there. Will that get in the way of the pocket? No, I don't think it will. I could possibly set it, can you see I've just put it over a little bit, because obviously that will be stuck down on the page anyway, so it's more positioned like that, so it's not over, so you're not just keep catching that all the time. I think that would work, but I think we need something else on there. I don't fancy just stenciling again because we've just done that. So shall I do a bit of stamping? I've not really thought about it. Right, let me grab a stamp. Do need to do something with my stamps because they just all keep getting stuck together, and that I do need to sort some storage solution. So I suppose I could just like that. Yeah, that's exactly what you can do, Tanya. Just go So I'm going to use this rhubarb stalk because I love it, really. And I say random, but I'm just covering all over it, aren't I? And then that. Wouldn't that make a difference? Just a bit of stamping on it. It's crazy, really. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to say these aren't supposed to be hard things to cover. It is just, we've got this stuff laying about in his craft room. Let's make some use of it. And it will be a very useful corner pocket. So I'm going to have that bit hanging off. So I'll start the glue around the middle. And I'm not going to go right to the end because I am guessing a little bit is going to end up hanging off. So, you know what? I might do that. Yeah. So if that was... So if I laid it like that, let's have a look then what that... Oh, yeah. Okay, so then I could chop just that little bit off there. Hope I've not just cut my hand, but I'm doing that. No, I haven't. Like so. Oh, I like that. So, ta-da. When the time comes, I'm going to say, because obviously I can't embellish every single one. Like, obviously I can add a little label or something else. So that's that. Next, we'll do the easy ones last. So if we use that way, and then the big part will cover there. Well, it won't really, because might to it. That one. It's my head sticking over. I can never tell. I hope I haven't been all the way down there all the time. It is very difficult because when you do craft, I'm sure you know you do hold things against you. So yeah, I think I'm gonna have this piece. So let's try this again. You know, this fabric has got on my nerves this time. But I don't know if it's because I've been working with fabrics a little bit more. And it's just really gunky and, oh. Right, let's just get that down. I don't know if just put the lace over a little bit. Oh, you know what? I've not stamped over it. But you was all thinking, is she doing anything on there? Let's just cut it off and see if we need to do anything. So I am going to actually cut it off there. Oh, I'm going to try. And I will ink that bit. Like so. And then, oh, I'm going to cut that. And there. Like so. So, excuse me. So, yeah, let me just see if I can just get round a little bit. Let's just lift that up a bit. Oh, I should have put some paper down, shouldn't I? So, that's that one. Yeah, I like these. Next, right, so this one is at the bottom, or I could turn it round because it is going to be stuck to a page. So I'm going to do it that way. And I'm just going to use, might as well just use these up. Really. Because like I say, I would like to use the more autumny winter things first. So with this one, I'm gonna just go down the edge of the envelope. We're not really having to hide a lot. I'm not inked again, but it doesn't matter. We can do it after. I'm gonna cut the top of that point off because it would irritate me, that bit. Shall we change the rhubarb? Let's have, where's that other one? My other favourite, my Potter's Clay. Really do like these. Let's try and lift that up. That's it. I'm just going to get this and just get the stalk bits and, you know, the end bits. Once a bit over the top there. Obviously now it's a new bottle, isn't it? So it's coming out a lot faster than the other. Can't remember if I actually inked that one. Oh, I inked the other side, didn't I? That's why. Right, so that's that one. This one, where's my lid for that? That's that. So I will go this side because I don't think we've got many this side. So I could position it. That would actually be perfect. So let me just cut this bottom bit off, and then we've really not lost a lot, which is good usage. So next time I do a project, I'm actually going to make these up first because I wish I'd have had these right at the beginning for when we was doing, you know, a lot of decorating ephemera and stuff. Because they would have been perfect for lots of things, you know, on the edges of envelopes and index cards and absolutely everything. So I'm definitely going to do these at the start of a project. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put a thickish line of glue up here. And then I'll go in with my art glitter and stick any of the little bits down there that need sticking down. Let me just turn that upside down just to make sure I've got everything. So I'm going to cut that off from there. So that's that. Just go in and get this, as much as this stamp as I can. I think that'll be fine. So that's that one. So that little piece is all gone, isn't it? I've got that, which I'm going to keep that bit. I'll put that in my pot. Right. Oh, look at this glunking glue. I wonder if it's because the weather's gone a bit colder. I wonder if it's made it go thicker. Because in the summer it did seem more runnier, thinner. But now it seems gunky. Right, so we've got two more and they're totally plain. What? I did say that I wanted more that way, didn't I? Yes, so I'm going to do those two that way. So I thought the clusters that we made the other day, I don't know if to have one of them on, but I feel like that's too big. Yeah, I think they need to really be half the size. And these are not small, but they're not humongous. So I don't think that's right for it. Let's go through the autumn things. So I've got some animals. I would like to use the leaves up and things. Yeah, really you just need something. Do really love that squirrel. I think there's a smaller one, isn't there? It's just not really going the right way for me. They're all kind of going that way. Which, if it was going that way, excuse me, that would be a lot better. But then we've got that. So I might have that way. Oh, I've got that squirrel. Oh. Just not. See, with that branch, I feel like it's got to be on something. I don't feel like that's right. That's too big. Oh, I don't know why I'm doing that, because they're both the same size, aren't they? Why does that one appear different? No. No, it needs to be, that would have looked alright, but it needs to be a bigger space. I feel a bit tired now. I think because I've just done all that talking, I've worn myself out. Can't even pick bits of paper up. Oh, Tania is making such a nice neat pile. Right, I like that. I like that a lot. And over here, because I've just cut some words out, I've got wise old owl. So maybe I need the smaller one. Maybe we can do something like that. And once it's inked up and put a little bit of fabric around it, that's it for that one. Definitely like it. So let me just put that to the side a second and let's see if I can do something with this one. No. Don't feel like any of those are right. The only one I do possibly like is that. And I do quite like that. Let me see. I think I've got a word with berries on. I don't know what are on these definitions. I have just cut these out from Tracy Fox's kit. Tree, sapling, flora, seedling, forest. Got branch. I don't feel like it. I know it is a branch, but I don't feel like it. Explains that enough. Grass, earth, botanical, vegetation. So yeah, I think I've got some in that kind of thing. It's the one from Honey Puddle. She's lovely, she is. I don't know her name, I forget what it is, but on Instagram and that, she puts some really funny like joke things and sayings and stuff. And yeah, when I see a post, like, she always makes you smile. It's like, oh, that's nice. Hope, passion. I've got toadstool. I've got forest. Sure, I've got berry. I've got autumn, fern. Oh, berry. I'd have liked a bigger one, but if that's all we've got, then that's all we've got, isn't it? And I think that's even smaller or the same size. So, yeah, I can... Fancy, why are they always at the bottom? Absolutely ridiculous. So, I don't know if to... No, I think that'd be too much. I quite like it with no stamping. Let's I've got some little bits of fabric, a little bit of lace. Maybe I could do a kind of like snippet word type thing. I've got a little bit of gold. Quite like that. I wonder what that would be like size wise. Let me just cut that. Oh, these scissors. I must go somewhere and get some. Maybe that's not right, but I'm liking that and that. It's maybe a little bit too big. Let me just cut it down a little bit more. I'm guessing this is going to be a really... Oh my goodness, we've gone to an hour. I will do this one and then we'll have to call it a day because yeah, you're all gonna have turned off, aren't you, by now? Like, oh, I've had enough of her. No wonder I'm tired. Right, so we've got that, and I feel like it possibly needs some brown underneath just to make it pop a little bit. Oh yeah, definitely. So I'm going to put that there, and I'm going to ink that up, stick that down. That's fine for that. For this one, I'm going to do something very similar, and put some material around that. I think I'm going to put some black text stamping on that. And then all we'd got left was these, which I'm going to stick down, ink round, and these are just going to be pockets. So I will just decorate them up. I do really want to try and get rid of the leaves and stuff, so I'll do that. So I'm going. Thank you very much for watching. If you reached the end, well done. Thank you very much. I'll have to start producing some badges or something for woohoo, you reached the end. But yeah, sorry it went on for so long, but yeah, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the chat. So bye for now. Thanks for joining me, and thank you so much to everybody who's watched these videos. I have so enjoyed this series. It's been absolutely brilliant. I've learned so many things. I've tried different things out. I've totally racked my brains, you know, to do things and stuff, and it's been really, really fun. I've loved it, and I know a lot of you have been doing parts of it and showing your stuff on Instagram and stuff, and I've absolutely loved it. So thank you very much. And if you watch this in the future, like next autumn or next year, thank you. I hope you enjoy it as much as we've enjoyed it. So I'm going. Thank you very much. See you soon. Bye for now. Bye.